first important statement. And Peter Mattis, who's the deputy director of the CECC, and he representing Senator Rubio is giving out this statement. Thank you.
She said, I'm the deputy staff director at the CECC and appointed by Senator Rubio, and in his place today I'm reading a statement that was prepared. So at this time, we mark the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. I say mark because this cannot be a celebration. In 2013, General Secretary of the Communist Party of China, Xi Jinping, declared that one cannot use the reform and opening era to refute the preceding era, nor can one use the era that preceded reform and opening to refute reform and opening. Xi intended to ground his leadership and that of the party in a continuous, unbroken history. More than anything, however, Xi exposed the truth that we all know about today's Communist Party. Historical continuity means perpetuating the devastating abuses of human rights that have characterized the regime in Beijing over the last 70 years. It means more indefinite detentions for dissidents, more forced labor camps for religious minorities, more churches destroyed, more Tangshan and Wenchuan cover-ups, more Tiananmen squares. Today is not a celebration of 70 years of the People's Republic, but rather a memorial to its millions of victims since 1949. This is the legacy of terror and tyranny that Xi and his peers continue to embrace. It's also the legacy that Beijing's leaders today seek to spread worldwide. No longer can Americans look at the tyranny that Xi inflicts on mainland China and feel some small relief that at least would not be coming for us. No longer can we operate under the delusion that inviting the Communist Party into our liberal international order would, over time, moderate the party's behavior or encourage a transition into Chinese democracy. We could have welcomed a China that was prosperous and just, a China that cares as much for civil society as state power. And we would still welcome that China. The Chinese Communist Party and its People's Republic, however, have held fast to a different idea and a different future. As we have woken up, we know that the Communist Party of China sees a long-term struggle between their system and ours, as inevitable. To just take an example, in a recent address, Huang Shifan, a former Central Committee member and the recently retired Vice Chair of the National People's Congress Financial and Economic Affairs Committee, invoked Mao and urged Chinese business people to shed their illusions and prepare for struggle. China is the rising power, Huang insisted, while the United States is the aging hegemony. Quote, at this time, the socialist road with Chinese characteristics is obviously more competitive than the US economic system, he declared. The long-term struggle is here, they argue, and the rest of the world is the stage. We are already seeing what the communist legacy of terror looks like when converted into Xi's China solution and packaged for export worldwide. China's corruption reinforces corruption abroad. Mass surveillance gives unstable authoritarians new tools to suppress dissent and free speech. China's tech companies reshape data flows and discourse within the party's self-centered interests and power. The party's racial policies, embedded in the idea of the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, call upon Chinese people, regardless of citizenship, to serve the party's China, dismissing civic identity in favor of race. The situation is urgent. Too many countries swallow the poison pill of ever-deepening economic and technological entanglement with China because of a sense of inevitability. Only later do they fully realize the true cost of their long-term economic vitality, values, and security. But today's is the same People's Republic that killed tens of millions of people in the Great Leap Forward. The same one that calls for ideas but imprisons those who speak up, whether in the 100 Flowers movement of yesteryear or the negligent spread of AIDS, food safety, and legal defense today. There is no excuse for having illusions about that. We have 70 years of grim testimony. Thank you all. Thank you for all you do to spread this awareness and to fight against this evil.
Thank you, Peter. This is a very, very important message. So forgive me. I do want to read the Chinese version of the statement because it's so important. I know someone even doing live broadcast to China. Early this morning, someone was telling me, say, inside China, in northeast of China, he said, look, please do it. I'm so glad that I have been gone through all the trouble, try to know what you are doing. I'm so happy of what you're doing and so happy for you to tell me what the Americans stand and the viewpoint of the American politician like Senator Rubio. And I just want to make a quick reference, such as in just 1 week ago, exactly 1 week ago, 7 days ago, and Senator Rubio had a very important speech on the Senate floor, 18 minutes, about the international relationship, especially between United States and China. And at the end, he quoted Mr. Wei Jin-seng's words 19 years ago. It was a warning to United States. And so I just sent the Twitter to the Chinese circle. And I was quite shocked. Within 2 days, I got more than 100,000 hits. And more than 600 the hearts and more than 200 retweets, I'm sorry, and so many comments and in private information. It was a great encouragement for people, Chinese, especially Chinese inside of China. So forgive me, I do want to read this statement. It's so important. It's such an encouragement for the Chinese to know Americans stand like Senator Marco Rubio, who's very supportive for human rights and democracy in China. 美国参议员 Marco Rubio 在中共罪恶统治70年研讨会上的声明，2019年9月30日，此时标志着中华人民共和国成立70周年。我之所以用标记一词，是因为这是无法加以庆祝的日子。中国共产党总书记习近平曾于2013年宣称，不能用改革开放后的历史时期否定改革开放前的历史时期，也不能用改革开放前的历史时期否定改革开放后的历史时期。他想要用连续不断的历史来奠定其本人及中共的领导地位。然而，习近平的如意算盘恰好揭露了当今关于中共众所周知的真相。历史的连续性意味着70年来中共政权的特点就在于不断的肆无忌惮的践踏人权，这意味着对异议人士的更多无限期拘留，对信教的少数民族更多的强迫劳改营，摧毁更多的教堂，更多类似于唐山和汶川的事实掩盖，更多的天安门广场的屠杀。今天不是要庆祝中华人民共和国成立70周年，而是要纪念1949年以来以数千万计的受害者。这就是习近平及其同僚继续抱持的恐怖与暴政遗产。这也是当今中国共产党领导人企图向全世界散布的遗产。美国人民不能在目睹习当局在中国大陆施行的暴政而心存侥幸，以为这毕竟不会发生在自己身上。我们不能再继续幻想，以为通过邀请中共加入我们的自由国际大家庭，假以时日，就会使该党的行为变得温和，或鼓励其向中国民主制度过渡。我们本可以迎来一个繁荣而公正的中国，一个在注重国家权力的同时且关爱公民社会的中国。我们依然欢迎这样的中国。然而，中国共产党及其人民共和国顽强却坚持了不同的理念和未来。在觉醒后，我们了解到中国共产党认为其体制与我们的制度必将有长期的斗争。前中共中央委员会委员、才退休不久的全国人大财政经济委员会副主任委员黄奇帆，在最近的一次讲话中曾引用毛泽东的语录，督促中国企业界丢掉幻想，准备斗争。 黄奇帆坚持认为，中国是崛起的大国，而美国却是垂老的霸权。他宣称，在目前中国特色的社会主义道路显然比美国的经济体制更有竞争力。他们坚信，长期斗争已经打响，战争就是中国境外的其一事件。共产主义的恐怖传统在转换为习近平的中国方案，并打包向全球出口时，它是什么样子，我们已一目了然。中国的腐败强化了在国外的腐败，无所不在的监控为摇摇欲坠的独裁者们提供了压制异议和言论自由的新工具。中国的科技公司以维护中共的自我利益和权利为目标，重新打造数据流和言论，恰入中国民族伟大复兴思想中的中共种族政策，号召中华后裔无论国籍都要为党国效力，并通过刻意强调族群来摒弃公民意识。时不我待，出于认命的感觉，太多的国家饮下了与中国不断加深经济与技术的纠缠的毒酒。这些国家过后才充分意识到，他们在长期经济活力、价值观及安全度方面付出了何等的真实代价。而当今中国就是在大跃进中害死数千万人的同一个人民共和国，就是在民放运动中号召大家提意见，却又把发声的人们投入牢狱的同一个人民共和国，也是在今天任由艾滋病泛滥、忽视食品安全、藐视法律保护的同一个人民共和国。继续幻想是不能原谅的，因为我们已经有了70年残酷历史的见证。感谢各位为传播这个真相并与邪恶抗争所尽的一切努力。非常感谢 Senator Rubio， 他这个在中国问题上花了很大力气，这不仅仅是推动中国的自由和民主，其实也是保障世界包括美国的安全和繁荣。那么我们下一个讲话呢是 Mr. James Rice， 他是这个参议院叫做临时院长，其实等于是真正的参议院的院长的这个Senator Chuck Grassley 的大助手。那么他也有他的话，那么我就想介绍一下这个参议员也是非常关注这个人权的。他呢事实上在今年年初的时候还跟魏金生先生见过。这个我们非常感谢他对中国人权的关注，包括最近他们也在调查一些关于中国政府腐败的这些情况。So anyway, I am very grateful to introduce Mr. James Rice, who is the legislative director of Senator Chuck Grassley, who is I'm sorry, I really consider as a real head of the Senate, excluded Vice